All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to Business Development 101, and I'm your host, Kelsey Brown. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer and also Executive Vice President here at WebMax. For those of you who do not know who WebMax is, we are a full-service software development firm specializing specifically in mortgage and real estate technology solutions. Today, in our Business Development 101, we are going to introduce you to a platform that you have available to really engage with realtors using our RealtyWare software. As a WebMax MortgageWare client, you have the ability, you and your loan officers have the ability to refer your preferred realtors and or builders to WebMax for a complimentary, comprehensive IDX real estate or builder-based website provisioning system. If you're seeing my screen right now, we will be going through a sample RealtyWare site, some of the features, and then I'm going to cover how you refer your realtors and builders over to WebMax and kind of just go through that process with you. Again, if you have any questions throughout today's webinar, feel free to use the questions portion of the GoToWebinar toolbar. So a little bit of history on WebMax. When we started in this space, we were specifically catering to realtors. We were one of the very first companies recognized by the National Association of Realtors to be able to create IDX websites. For those of you that do not know what IDX stands for, it's Internet Data Exchange, and it's just a process of how brokers belonging to a specific MLS, multiple listing service, shares listing information electronically. Companies like WebMax will go in and tap into that data feed and extract the property information and make it available on a realtor's site so that a website visitor would be able to search all properties in that realtor's multiple listing service. So what we provide to realtors in our RealtyWare solution is not only their agent website, but they will have the ability to spin off additional websites as well, single property websites, which is a very big thing in the real estate industry right now, community-based websites, builder-based websites, and also niche-specific websites. What we're looking at now is a realtor's primary website. We have the ability to very quickly allow them to select a theme or template, and then we will insert all of their assets, logos, color scheme, branding, contact information, picture, and we'll automatically pull in their listings and all listings from their specific multiple listing service. It is a fully configurable solution. And what that means is the realtor can control what is shown on their website. They can upload pictures, videos, and pretty much anything they can think of. It's providing them with a tool that allows them to really accommodate their entire online marketing campaign, their website solutions. The system automatically comes with a few key things: a property search, which allows their visitors to their website to insert city, state, and zip that they're looking for a property in, along with the price range. The quick search will also allow those visitors to insert the MLS ID of the specific property if they have it. We'll also pull in feature listings. Feature listings can be defined one of three ways. By default, we'll pull in all of the listings belonging to the realtor's brokerage. In a lot of cases, realtors do not have a lot of their own listings. Therefore, we want to pull in the entire brokerage's listings. However, in the case that the realtor does have enough inventory of their own, if they prefer to only show their listings as featured, we can configure the site that way. The third way really calls for a rather unique situation. It allows the realtor to do a property search and select the properties that they want to display as featured, and they would manually add those properties to their feature listings. And the reason that that's unique is because it allows the realtor to create a niche-specific website. If they wanted a website specific to luxury properties, they may want to select residential listings at 1.5 million and up, and then use the content management system to base all of the content around that specific niche. Additionally, we have an advanced search, which allows the visitors to these websites to put in even more criteria of the property that they're looking for. in addition to city state step, minimum, and maximum price range. They can put in number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, any additional features like garage or new construction, property type, the minimum number of acreages, the minimum number of square footage, and they can also select which type of property they're looking for, whether it's residential, commercial, land, rental, or multifamily. And the features will change by the different property types that they're looking for. We're going to do a quick search here. It does come with a smart search, and by smart search, I mean the visitor has the ability to either start putting in zip codes, and will automatically populate based on the numbers that they put in, or if they're looking for a specific township like Cherry Hill, we can put in CH, and what it'll do is it'll look for any city that has CH or state that has CH in it. So Alamuchee is a CH in there, Beach Haven, CH in there. As I continue to type, it'll narrow the search down. So I put CHER, we have Belchertown, Massachusetts, Cherry Creek, New York, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Usually these will be specific to the Realtors Multiple Listing Service. So this specific site has a number of MLSs attached into it, so it's not really a localized search. It's searching every MLS that's associated with this specific site. I'm going to go ahead and hit in Cherry Hill, and I'm going to put a minimum price of $650. You can see it also formats the pricing so they don't have to put commas or anything in there like that. We'll make the maximum price 1.2. We'll ask for 4 beds and 3 baths. We can put garage in there as a feature. We can do property type, minimum acreage and minimum square footage. And then we can just click the magnifying glass here to search. Now what the system will do is produce a list of results that match that specific criteria, and we would just list it. By default, it's going to show the properties from the highest price range going down. The visitor can actually change that if they want to see the list go from the lowest cost properties. They can do price from lower to higher. And typically what happens with a visitor is they'll go ahead and they'll associate the picture, the price, and the location, and they'll just drill down into a specific property to get all of the details of such property. All of the details that you're seeing here is being pulled directly from the Realtors Multiple Listing Service. So we will pull over all of the photos that were inserted into the Realtors MLS, and we'll blow them up and allow the visitor to kind of get through all of those. The property details as written by the listing agent, the address, if the MLS passes that information along, price, city, state, zip, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, half baths. If there's a virtual tour associated with it, we'll bring over that link as well. And that can be opened in a new window. You can actually see the full virtual tour there. We'll also provide an overview. The overview will have the MLS ID, lot size, lot number, school district, taxes, land assessment, and pretty much everything else that was in the MLS and marked as public. We'll also include any features. So this one has fireplace, garage, porch, basement, pool, central air, and we integrate with education.com for school information. Additionally, we'll put the property on a Google map so the visitors can get an idea of where the property is located. And if you know anything about Google Maps, if the property is indexed in Google, you can do what I call a property drive-by without getting in your car. This property is not indexed in Google, so I'm going to click on one that is, so we can actually see what that looks like. All right, so it puts you right in the street. This one has some pretty significant tree lines, which you can get an idea. Here's the property itself, right in the middle of the street. Looks like they're getting some plumbing and heating done to it. And here's the block. Looks pretty clean. So this should prompt somebody to reach out to their realtor and pretty much set up a listing appointment if they like the view here. The other thing that you can do with Google Maps is you can add nearby places. This is configurable by the realtor in the control panel. They can add whichever ones they want. By default, we'll add schools and restaurants. We can also put a a range on it, whether they want it to be within 1 mile of the property, 5 miles of the property, 10 miles of the property. This is perfect for realtors that are working with reload guys, people that have not really been to the area, do not know the area, but they're coming in to visit a few properties. You may want to show them where the nearby hotels are, restaurants, nightlife, things like that, different points of interest. And we'll put everything on a map here. And then we'll also list everything and how far away it is with the address and directions directly from the realtor site. Also, we embed this page with a number of sharing tools and capture tools. You can share the listing on Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, and Twitter. This is for the visitor, but we also encourage the realtors to share their listings this way as well, because it allows them to bring traffic back to their website. So if they wanted to post a property on Facebook, it'll bring over the property picture, quick snippet of the property details, along with a backlink that'll bring the Facebook visitor, right back to this page where they can get even more detailed information. We also encourage the sponsoring loan officer. If you're working with that realtor, you should be helping them showcase their properties. It's a great win for them and for you. They also have the ability to send this listing via email to friends, family, and colleagues. They can activate the payment calculator to get a rough idea of what the cost would be. We are partnered with Western Technologies Group too, so if a realtor wanted to get a flood cert, they can just click on this button here and it brings you over to the Western Technologies Group portal where you can order the flood cert. It automatically brings over all of the property information and lets you know if you need a flood cert for this specific property. Additionally, you'll notice some other things: pre-qual, apply now, and also a contact form on the right-hand side. As mortgage professionals, we want you guys to be able to get a lead while that lead is in the pre-point of sale stage. So rather than waiting for somebody to get to your mortgage-specific websites, we want to direct leads while these people are visiting properties. So anytime a visitor inserts information, the realtor will get an email notification real time. You're blind carbon copied on every lead that comes from these websites, so you can start marketing to real estate website visitors while they're still in that pre-point of sale stage. Additionally, you have 2 or 3 other capture points. You'll have a pre-qualified now, which if you click that, a small short form is open, which allows the visitor to put in their information. But as soon as they submit it, it's going to go to the sponsoring loan officer's website, right to the pre-qual or 1003 page, so you can gather all of the information that you need. So I'll just click that. I'm not sure if this one is connected to a mortgage-based website or not yet, but I'll go ahead and put it in anyway. And it is, but this one doesn't have an SSL, so I'll just add it. And it'll bring you right to your pre-qualification application. I'll go back here. Same thing with your apply now. So you're directing visitors directly to your website solution. You'll also notice on every page that you go to on Realty where the specific realtors featured listings will be rotated out on every page there, so it's always in the spotlight. And one other thing that does not show here is you will have a banner ad with your company's branding as a mortgage company, branding on there, and that will link directly to the home page of your specific LO websites. The system does come with a number of tools that the realtor can use. I'm going to go ahead and log in to kind of give you a little taste of what the realtors can do with this solution. Every realtor will have their own username and password to their website. You as a sponsoring loan officer will also have access to the control panel of this website or their website, so that if you wanted to, you can add pages for them and you can really become their trusted advisor, which is the best way to solidify your relationships with realtors and builders using our technology. So you go ahead and log in here. Once you're logged in, As a realtor, you'll notice in your black bar at the top there, you have more things available to you. But I'm going to stay on the front of the site for now. When I'm logged in, I can make changes to my content real time simply by clicking on the gear and edit. It will take me to the control panel to where I can actually make modifications to what's being shown in that specific block. It uses a very easy to use WYSIWYG editor. WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get. You can do the same thing with your pages. You can update, they can update their bios, pretty much do whatever they want. Additionally, they have the ability to create unlimited single property websites. They can clone the listings. They can manually add them to featured listings. They can add open houses to showcase when those properties will be available for viewings. They can export the listing to Craigslist. But like I said earlier, one of the biggest tools that are being used by realtors right now is single property websites. And it's very easy to create with our system. There's no limit to these. The realtor can have as many of them as they want. They are required to get their own domain names, and once they get their domain names, we help them configure it to point that DNS to our servers. We add what we call a wildcard record, which allows the realtor to utilize the domain name multiple ways. They can replace the www with whatever they want and have it point to a whole separate website. So in this case, I'm going to do 907 Pine Street. I already have Pine Street. I'll just insert that information and click create. Once created, it's going to take them to the sites tab here, and they can click on this link to see their single property website. It brings over all of the branding, so their logo, their contact information, all of their social media, their picture, and all of their contact information, and information just about this one specific property. Again, you're still going to be blind carbon copied on all of the leads that come from these websites as well. You're automatically tied into this realtor, and you'll automatically have this pre-qual and apply now button that will generate leads for you. The realtor can put the website address on sign writers, so if somebody was interested in finding more about the property, they have a complete branded site. The other powerful thing about these single property websites is the agents can take these websites with them on listing presentations before the listing is even marked for sale, because they have the ability to manually insert property information and then create single property websites for them. So we have a lot of agents out there, over 50,000 of them utilizing the system, and a good majority of them are taking these single property websites with them on listing presentations and securing business, or using that tool to secure business. Go back here. And the realtor will have the ability to manage all of their sites from one centralized location. Every site that they create does have its own control panel. However, to kind of streamline processes and make it really easy for them to navigate throughout all of their websites from one centralized location, we've given them the ability to manage the sites just by clicking on that action button there and the manage sites link. They'll know that they're managing another site because we tell them. There'll be a little yellow banner here, and it'll tell them what site they're managing. Because it is a website provisioning system, there is inheritance, meaning a lot of the things that were built from the top level website are going to carry over to these specific websites as well. However, they have the ability to break the inheritance and make changes, unique changes to these specific websites. And value for you as the mortgage professional or sponsoring loan officer is you're working with WebMax, a company that can provide a level of technology that a lot of realtors cannot afford. Also, you're giving them, through WebMax, a level of access to their website to where they can be as creative and unique as they want online. We do have a referral process to get your realtors involved. We have a portal, which if you go to the WebMax website, www.webmaxco.com, and click on the login link right here at the top right, you're going to come to a password protected portal. I'm already logged in, so it might just take me to the portal. and you have the ability to submit website registrations. So it will be branded when you log in. It will have your company's logo. You'll be able to download a co-branded flyer that details a lot of the features of the RealtyWare platform. And then you can insert your referrals information. So their first name, last name, email, phone number, company. What's their interest? Do they want an agent website? Do they want a builder website? Or do they just want single property websites? If it's an agent, they want everything, you want to make sure you select agent website. Then you'll put in your information. This is how we tie that agent to you. So your name, your email address. Any correspondence that's done with that specific agent, you're going to be carbon copied on everything, so you know exactly where we are. These are your referrals in your business, and we treat them like gold because we know you treat them like gold. You can also add additional parties to be carbon copied on correspondence as well. So if you have an assistant or a manager that you want them to also be carbon copied on that, you can insert their email address as well. Then you'll put in any additional details. This is if you have any special notes for the WebMax team when reaching out to your referrals, you can leave it there. I've had people say, roll out the red carpet, and that's fine. We'll roll out the red carpet. These are your partners again, and we want to treat them with the level of respect that you would treat them with. Once you submit this information, this is tied directly into the WebMax customer relationship management tool, salesforce.com. So it does alert our team that you referred a realtor, and we do have some automation built in there. We can't just configure the site because you referred the realtor. The realtor will be required to register. So when you click submit, you'll all be copied on an email saying that you want them to have a new website through WebMax. That email will contain a link to where they can finish the registration. They can insert their name, or their name is already there. They can insert their MLS IDs, upload their pictures, logos, and pretty much everything that we need to configure the site. Once they've done that, it'll notify my team that an order is ready to go, and within 2 weeks we have a site ready for their review. Again, we keep in constant contact with all of your referrals, just letting them know where we are in the process. Also, the portal itself will give you all of the referrals that was sent, the company that they belong to, the date that it was submitted, and the status. You'll notice some we're waiting on a realtor. The ones that are completed will have site URLs, so you can actually look at the website once it's created. You'll have a staging URL, and once it's completed, you'll have their primary URL. And that's Business Development 101. I will keep the line open if you do have any questions. Again, please use the questions portion of the GoToWebinar toolbar, and I'll address those. If not, enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend.